January 1st, 2025. You did it. You did it. Here we are. Here we are. Not always what we expected, what we intended, but here we are. Congratulations. Whether you see a clear path or direction right now, whether it's blurry, whether you're just hopeful, or even you're thinking, oh, another day of this, I promise you there is a path, there is a direction, and just allow yourself to experience it and stop putting all of these rules and regulations and trying to box it in and what it should look like, and instead just show up fully for every single moment. Because when you show up fully, there are gifts and blessings in it. Yesterday, I have no idea where this trailhead is. It can't just be this little circle. I got to get to the river, but I trust a path. That's not what happened yesterday. 1 second. Yesterday, I went out earlier to try to find New Year's Eve hats and horns. You know, it was a challenging year. I wanted Dad to feel the celebration of New Year's, even though I knew he'd go to bed way before time, which he did, 6:30 p.m., but we celebrated beforehand. But I went to Walmart close by, and there were so many people there, and they did not have the New Year stuff. But I was like, all right, you're already here. And this is the neighborhood market, not the big super center. So I was like, you're already here. Should you get something? And Dad's girlfriend's staying with us. And so I knew she didn't have any food. Ooh, Christmas trees. Look. How cool. I know they're not exactly Christmas trees. Okay. You know what trees they are. Okay, let's happen to talk to a Jewish person. Okay, so I was like, let me pick up a few things for her so she can have something to eat until she goes to the store and get what she needs. And of course I come across like all of these New Year's goodies, you know, like white chocolate, pretzels, and then M&Ms. And so I'm like, no, you don't need it. And so I picked it up and I put it back, like finally the third time after being in the store, I picked it up and I took it. I was like, screw it. And you all know that dilemma. So I looked at all the lines and I was like thinking, do I want to do this? And I just chose this one line because it was the one that called to me. And this woman in front of me, by the way, I went in with no basket or anything because I was only picking up one thing. You all know that. And so I'm holding my Starbucks and I'm dropping something else. And she goes, you can go in front of me. And I said, no, it's okay. And she said, I'm fine. I've got nowhere to be. We started chatting, and she talked about how she's trying to slow down. And I said, yeah, it's been, coming to Tuscaloosa from Los Angeles, everybody is so slow. And even getting in the car, I want to be like, come on. And everyone's just taking their time. A cashier said to me one day, I apologize because I wasn't getting my credit card out fast enough. And she's like, we're all going to get where we're going. Beautiful lesson there. And so we just started talking, and she said, are you visiting? And I ended up telling her that, I'm caregiving for Dad. And she said, and looked just straight into my soul. And she said, that is such hard work. And she said, and you're doing great. Now, I haven't shared a lot of this part, but when you're caring for someone and they're still declining, there is a part of you that's like, what else can I do? Or like, what am I doing wrong? And even though I know intellectually, I know in my heart that I am doing everything I can. In my mind, it wants to be like, it's not enough. It's not, And then here was this stranger placed before me that looked straight at me and said, you're doing amazing. And she said, it's the hardest job in the world. And she said, I would know. And so during our conversation, which was so beautiful, I talked about my word of the year being 2025. And then at the end, she says, do you do it by yourself? And I shared that, we have a caregiver that comes for a few hours in the morning. And she said, if you ever want support, she said, I run a support group for caregivers. Now, I don't know if you get the bigness of that, but the choice to go to Walmart, the choice to circle around 3 times to get those damn white chocolate pretzels, which I ate a lot of last night, to end up in a line out of all people with someone who not only speaks to my heart, but runs a support group for caregivers when it could be anything in the world. If you don't see that you are on the right path, that when you allow yourself to just open up and be open to the teachings, to the blessings, to the miracles, when you listen within, you will always find what it is that you need, who it is that you need. You will always hear. And so the lesson in this long-winded story is to trust, to keep going, to believe, and to have faith, and to listen. Listen. Don't worry, I won't keep singing for you. Happy 2025. May you be blessed. May you live it with joy, and may you give as much love as you can, and be sure to cherish every moment.